So apparently we have a brand new update regarding the future of Naughty Dog for PlayStation. Now I do have to start this video off by saying that this is just a rumor. None of this has been confirmed, so please take this information with a huge grain of salt and just assume that everything in this video is going to be false. That way, you know, your expectations aren't too high. So if you go over to Twitter on the Oops Leak account, you know, yesterday they dropped a lot of information regarding the future of Naughty Dog. The first thing they talk about says, Naughty Dog The Last of Us Online game, planned as a battle royale but got completely rebooted, described as a mix of Tarkov and Division with additional modes inspired by the original Factions multiplayer. Single player like experience in online game, free to play, first on PS5 with further release on PC. Now this is very interesting in and of itself because, you know, I think out of everything that's been rumored for Naughty Dog, I feel like most people are the most excited for Factions 2. Now, I have no idea what Tarkov is. I've never played that game, but I have played the Division, you know? So, I mean, I could see a Last of Us game being like that because, you know, it's kind of like post-apocalyptic and it's third person. But apparently it's going to have single player like experiences in the game. So, could that be like story missions inside of Factions? I mean, I'm guessing, and apparently it's going to be free to play, which, you know, isn't that shocking at all. You know, a lot of people have been worried about the future of Sony and saying like, you know, what if Sony makes their games $70 and then they have microtransactions, you know? But apparently, I mean, I don't believe that microtransactions should be in a game that's full price, you know, but apparently if this game does come out and it's free to play, then we should expect microtransactions. And apparently Naughty Dog didn't handle Factions 1's microtransactions very well. Apparently they were overpriced and they were pretty bad. You know, so hopefully they've learned their lesson, you know, which I have full faith in Naughty Dog. You know, and it finishes by saying that it's coming out first on PS5 and then later on PC. Now, is it going to be a PS5 exclusive or is this going to be like a PS4, PS5 type thing? I mean, I fully expect it to be on PS5 as well as PS4, you know, but honestly, I mean, I could be wrong, you know, and then apparently it releasing later on PC, I mean, that's to be expected, you know, but further down on this thread, they talk about how there is an upcoming game called The Day Before that my source pointed at what The Last of Us Online game looks like at a stretch. Even the logo is quite similar. Don't know if the Battle Royale mode is entirely scrapped. Its existence is not excluded. So yeah, like earlier, I mean, apparently like this game got rebooted. I mean, I don't really believe that, you know, but I mean, I don't know a lot of you if you know about The Day Before, but it's really inspired by The Last of Us. If you've seen the gameplay and especially the logo, they literally copied off the font that Naughty Dog uses. You know, and also the Day Before is a post-apocalyptic online game. I just feel like we need to stop comparing like, oh, if there's a game that comes out and it's online and it has zombies and it's third person, then that could be what The Last of Us is like. You know, I mean it could be like that, but I feel like Naughty Dog isn't going to be just like, oh, here's an open world, here's zombies, and there you go. I feel like it's going to be more fleshed out than that. Further down, they say that the game is a flagship PlayStation Live Service title that will probably be the first of 10 that are planned to be released. I expect it to be announced within this year with a release in early 2023. This is just my guess. So yeah, I mean, this isn't really a shocker. I do expect at least like an announcement of Factions sometime this year. I don't really know if we can expect to be playing it this year. You know, but obviously if it doesn't come out this year, then it has to come out next year, right? You know, and you would think maybe like early next year, unless the rumor is true where like it got rebooted, which I highly doubt. You know, so them saying that like the game's going to release early next year, I kind of do believe that. And now the last two things that this account talks about are the most interesting to me. So the first one is about Naughty Dog's new IP, and apparently this is their next major single player title. Neil Druckmann is not involved. Fantasy setting, at least what it looks like, currently in full production. Now, I'm going to be honest, this kind of has me worried. I don't know how you guys feel about Neil Druckmann, but I think Neil Druckmann is amazing. You know, I mean, I know Neil's gotten a lot of hate over The Last of Us 2, you know, but I think he's a phenomenal director and writer. Now, it doesn't shock me in the fact that like Naughty Dog might be working on a new IP right now and that it's in full production. That doesn't shock me at all. You know, but the fact that it's saying that Neil Druckmann isn't involved, I don't know what they really mean by that. Do they mean like, you know, because Neil did get promoted to co-president alongside Evan Wells now, so he's not just like a game director, you know, so is he going to be like overlooking the game, but like he's not going to be writing the story? He's just like, maybe he says it like a general outline and then like another director comes in and tells their own story. I mean, I have no idea. I would hope that Neil Druckmann was involved, you know, because that's just personally how I feel, because I think he's a really good writer, you know, but apparently it's going to be set in like fantasy, you know, which, I mean, there was rumors about like there was this one art photo that leaked out, apparently, that, you know, that got shot down as like, that's not true, but with like dragons and like knights and stuff, something like that. I mean, I don't really know if I believe that, you know. I feel like maybe their new IP would not be like The Last of Us, but something like, you know, whatever it ends up being, it's like dark, more grounded, you know, more serious, like The Last of Us, but obviously different. You know, and apparently it's in full production, which, I mean, whether or not Naughty Dog is working on a new IP or, you know, Last of Us 3, I mean, something has to be in full production, right? You know, I mean, it's been almost 2 years since Part 2 came out, and, you know, and the only thing we've gotten from them since is the PS5, you know, 60 FPS patch for Part 2, you know. And then the final thing that they discuss is about The Last of Us Part 3, and it says, nothing but official statements from the studio. The outline of the script is ready, but the studio is engrossed in the development of the aforementioned projects. It is possible that development will begin faster than expected due to the studio's expansion. So yeah, I mean, this isn't really anything new. I mean, we've known for a while now, you know, I mean, Neil Druckmann came out and confirmed himself that there is a outline for Part 3, but they don't know if they'll ever get the chance to make the game, which, I mean, spoiler alert, they're going to. They're Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog can make whatever they want. You know, I mean, Sony's not going to say no. I mean, Naughty Dog is their top developer. Now, could they make like a new IP and then The Last of Us Part 3? I feel like that's probably what's going to happen. You know, because a lot of people still are upset with Part 2, so I feel like if you give it more time, you know, it'll give time for more people to like turn back and like actually like Naughty Dog again and The Last of Us and want a Part 3, you know. But also, I mean, I never even thought about this, I don't know why, but I mean, if Insomniac can work on multiple projects at once and Santa Monica, then, I mean, surely Naughty Dog can, you know. So what if they're working on a new IP and also Part 3? Like, what if, you know, Neil Druckmann is overseeing the new IP, but he's not writing the story, and then he's mainly focused on making The Last of Us Part 3, and, you know, maybe they're working on 2 games at once. But I kind of could see how that's not really possible if they're still working on, like, you know, Last of Us Remake and Factions 2, and apparently a director's cut for Part 2. I just feel like that's way too much to work on at once. But hopefully we should be getting some official announcements soon. I mean, it has to be this year, you know, whether it's like at the next Sony event or something like that, you know, or maybe they'll wait till The Last of Us Day or Outbreak Day, you know. So yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, please don't take this as like, oh, this is confirmed. This is a, you know, an account that leaks stuff on Twitter, so I don't know how great their track record is. I don't know their connections. This is just what they're saying. Now, obviously, I hope most of this stuff is true. I hope they are working on Part 3. You know, I hope all this stuff gets announced sometime this year, sooner than later. You know, but just please take this with a massive grain of salt, because none of this is confirmed. And also, by the time most of you guys are watching this video, it will be April Fool's Day. So, I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out. And who knows, it might be, you know, more stuff about Naughty Dog, but just please take it with a grain of salt. That way you won't get your hopes up and you won't get disappointed. But what do you guys think? Down below, let me know how you feel. Share your thoughts on all of these supposed leaks. Do these get you excited? Just let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, drop it a like and consider subscribing if you're new by turning on the post notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. Until next time, guys, take care.